I'm just going to do like some stretching and stuff, and then we'll talk about the exercises in a minute. That sound okay?
Yeah, it sounds good. I need to warm up. I definitely need to warm up.
Yeah, anyone who's seeing this video, don't just go straight into this workout. Make sure you do a little bit of dynamic stretching first, like me and Andy are doing. Then, as we're going to show in a minute, try out each of the exercises at a low level, then do the whole workout. But don't just start this video cold and then smash through the workout. It's going to be pretty hard that way.
5 minutes later.
So I'm done with my warm-up.
What are we doing? What's going on?
Okay, so I've come up with the boulder problem. The boulder problem has 8 moves. I'm going to explain all the moves, but the aim is to do all of the moves in a row without falling off any of the moves. Just like doing a boulder problem. Makes sense so far? Okay, yeah. Now seeing as we're all trapped in our flats and we're not actually bouldering, you do have to use a little bit of imagination, okay? The boulder problem starts off with a really core intensive section. I'll explain it in a minute. The next move is going to be more of a slab balance challenge. So we're on like the slab section of the boulder. Then we're on to an overhanging section. We're going to be doing some upper body work. And then it ends with a mantle. So we're doing probably some pushing work. It makes sense so far. So I'm going to demonstrate each of the exercises. I'll talk about the different levels of difficulty. Please try them with me, because this can be like part of the warm-up, is just trying the exercises out, do a couple of reps of different levels of difficulty, and also work out what level of difficulty you want to use for the workout. We'll try the exercises out together, then I'll explain how we're using them, okay?
Cool.
So, exercise 1, we're doing what I've been calling crossbody extensions and touches. For level 1 of difficulty, stay on your knees, but keep your bum in line with your shoulders and your knees, so straight all the way through. You take opposite sides off the floor, stretch out as far as you can, come all the way back in, touch your hand to your knee, and then go back to the start. Now let's all do it on the other side. Stretch all the way out, all the way back in, touch the knee, and back to the start. Are you doing it, Andy?
Yeah, I'm doing it. You may not be able to see me, but I'm doing it.
Okay, let's try level 2 then. So exactly the same thing, but now we're not on our knees, we're on our feet instead. Stretch all the way out. This time touch your toe rather than your knee, and back to the start. All the way out, touch your toe, and back down. So level 3, exactly the same thing, but now we've got our feet on a raised surface. So I've got this rather fancy little box. If you have a chair or anything, that's fine. When you do these, by the way, try and keep shoulders and hips parallel to the floor. Don't like twist into it, okay? Let's do it. So level 3, feet raised off the ground. Okay.
That's hard.
It's a little bit hard, yeah. It gets harder when we're doing the boulder problem, because it means just as you're getting tired, it's just really hard to breathe while you're doing that one. Okay, so that's our like core section of the boulder problem. That's moves 1 and 2, doing it on each side. Okay? So then we're on to the second section of our boulder problem, moves 3 and 4. This is the slab section. So you need a water bottle, ideally, is like a kilo. Level 1 of difficulty. Stand on one foot. Reach down and place the boulder problem. Place the water bottle about an arm length in front of you, and then stand back up again. Then switch feet. Reach down and pick it up, and you're good. Level 1, not so bad. Okay. Level 2 of difficulty, exactly the same thing, but do it on your tiptoes rather than with your foot flat. Okay, so let's try level 2 of difficulty. Oh my god. No, I fell off the boulder problem. I messed it up. How'd you do?
That's hard. I'm not a ballerina.
So, okay, let's try that on each side. I'm going to try it on the left side and see if I do any better. Whoa. Okay, that's better, that's better. Again, just to remind people who are doing this workout, the aim is to get through the entire boulder problem without falling off any of the moves. The slab section, I don't think is physically that hard, but as Andy and I are finding, it's really easy to fall off. And if I did fall off, I would have to go right back to the start of the boulder problem, and I'd have to get through those core moves again. What counts as falling off, I hear you ask? If I was balancing on one foot, and I like shifted my foot like that, that's me like jumping off the foothold. Or if as I reached down, I didn't just place the water bottle gently, but I went, whoa, ooh, like that, that's also me falling off. Or if when I stand back up, I go, whoa, like that. I think those are all pretty obviously me falling off it. Level 3. We're still on toes, but you're trying to place it as far away as you can, not just an arm length. I don't know if I even need level 3. Oh. Sweet, okay.
That's pretty good.
Oh no! Toppled off it right at the end. Section 3, which is the like overhanging section of the boulder problem. For this you either need, I've got a fingerboard and a resistance band. If you have a pull-up bar and a strap, or a fingerboard and a resistance band, or just a fingerboard, or only a resistance band, you can do this exercise with any of those. If you have a pull-up bar, then use that and just put a cloth over it. We're doing offset pull-ups. I'm doing this on my fingerboard by looping a resistance band over the jug. Andy, I think you're going to do it on the fingerboard, but just with mismatched holds, so like a really good one in one hand and a worse one in the other. So you guys can use your common sense. Essentially you want jug in one hand, something loose in the other hand. That's loads of different options for fingerboard, pull-up bar, and something to hang off it. If you don't have, maybe you're in like a small space and you're not allowed to put up a pull-up bar, so long as you've got a resistance band, you can still do this. The exercise, if you only have a resistance band, will be hold it above your head, pull it apart, pull down with one side, put it back up, keep pulling it apart the whole time. Now pull down with the other side, and back up. Let's call that the equivalent of doing an offset pull-up on each side. Okay? To make it harder or easier using a resistance band, it's like a spectrum of difficulty. The less resistance band you have, the harder it's going to be. If you want to make it easier, take more resistance band. Oh, nice and easy. Okay? So for those of you using a fingerboard or a pull-up bar and a setup with a strap, you have 3 levels of difficulty. Level 1, use some assistance for your feet, like I'm going to bridge against the sidewall. So I do 1, change sides, and I do the other. Okay? That's level 1 of difficulty. Level 2, you're just doing it without any assistance. Okay? And finally, level 3, find some extra weight. This can be anything. You can just get like a backpack full of rocks. I've got this fancy weight vest. So level 3, same thing but with a weight vest on. So that was the overhanging section, section 3 of the boulder problem. Last section we've got a mantle to finish. So it's offset push-ups. Level 1 of difficulty is the same as the first exercise. We're doing level 1 for knees, level 2 feet, level 3 feet up. So level 1, one hand quite low, one a bit above a head height, one on one side, one on the other. Nice and easy. Let's do another couple of those, this time with feet on the floor. And then if that's still not hard enough, then do it with your feet raised. How you doing over there, Andy?
I'm good. Is this the exercise? Is it over?
So that's it, yeah, it's not so bad. We do 1 rep on each side of each of those exercises. They've got to be done in order and without any mistakes. So if, for example, maybe I got through the slab section and then I was just too tired and I couldn't do one of the offset pull-ups, I go all the way back to the start of the boulder problem. I think 1 rep of each of those is not so bad, right?
I mean, I'm tired already. That was just a warm-up.
It's gonna get worse, buddy. Okay, let me get my timer. I'm gonna start the timer. We're gonna have a 10-second countdown. Then we've got 3 minutes to do as many laps of the boulder problem as we can. I'm aiming, if I've got the difficulty right, to do like 3 or 4 laps. So aim for 3 or 4 laps in the first round. Then we're only gonna rest for a minute, and then we're going straight on to round 2, where we're making it as hard as we possibly can. Like if you were finding it okay doing several laps, you're only aiming to do 1. It's like a project round on a boulder. So you're only aiming to do 1 lap. You should be adding weight whenever you can, or you should be just doing harder levels of difficulty. There will be plenty of mistakes. We'll be going at a slower pace because it's going to be hard. We're only aiming for 1 lap. Then we have 1 more minute rest. And finally, we do round 3, where we take the intensity down a bit and we do another smash rest doing as many laps as we can. All sound okay to you?
Sounds good.
So me and Andy are obviously probably going to go at slightly different paces. who knows when we fall off. We're gonna like fall out of sync at some point. So everyone go at your own pace. We're gonna have 3 minutes on the timer. We'll have a 10-second countdown, and then we start. 3 minutes, we're aiming to do as many laps as we can. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. 10-minute head start now, so don't go yet. First exercise is gonna be crossbody touches and extensions. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! All the way out, on one side, all the way in. Switch sides, all the way out. All the way in, and back down. Sweep! I made it through, so I'm on to balance problem. I'm going to do it on level 2 of difficulty. Made it through the slab. Onto the offset. How you doing, Andy?
I'm doing good.
Okay, I've done 1 lap. How are you?
1 lap done.
Nice, I'm on to lap 2. The balance one gets harder when you're tired. Oh, there we go. Okay. Just over a minute left. Keep going, man. Oh, on lap 3. How you doing, Andy?
Lap 3.
Nice. Okay. "45 seconds. Seconds. 25. 10 seconds. Finish off the last lap. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Done. Not so bad. Okay. Lap 1 was alright. We've got a minute now. Have a rest. Have a drink of water. You should be a bit sweaty, but not like ruined, right?
I'm feeling okay. I was feeling out what would be the best difficulty for me. Trying to make it a little bit harder each time. And I think I could go faster as well.
Perfect. Okay, so round 2, that was like our warm-up round. Round 2 can be like our Project Hard Boulders round. So I'm only expecting to maybe do 1 lap, if I'm lucky. The aim is to make each of those exercises as hard as possible, and yet still somehow complete the boulder. So I'm going to go for level 3 of difficulty, and I'm going to put this on, and I'm going to see how I do. Wish me luck. We've got 10 seconds, then we're starting again.
Okay. Wait, how much weight is that?
I think 100 kilos. 3, 2, 1. Crossbody extensions and touches. Go! It's 10 kilos, by the way. It's not 100. Oh my god. That core section's brutal with feet raised as well, and I have no idea how this is going to feel either. Okay. Oh man, I can't tilt over with this thing on. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Not falling off anything yet. Oh man. Okay. Oh. 1 minute 30 left. I did 1 lap. Oh, okay, let's go again. Just over 1 minute left. Oh. 45 seconds. Oh. 25 seconds. On to the offset push-ups again. Last 10 seconds. Okay, I might as well try and get through the core section again. Oh man. Rest. That's the end. Oh man. Okay. So, that was hard.
Yeah, when you pick up a pace like that and you keep pushing, that gets tough.
Okay. 40 seconds left. Then we're on to the last round. Remember, this is supposed to be like conditioning, so if you're sweating buckets rather than feeling like you're working your bouldering technique, you are doing it right. That's it. That is what this is supposed to be. Oh man. Okay, round 3. If we had round 1 as like 50% max difficulty, and round 2 somewhere between like 90 to 100% max, round 3 we're aiming for like 75% difficulty and as many laps as possible. So I'm going to keep the weight vest on, but I'm going to do level 2 of difficulty of everything now. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go! Right, Andy, I don't know how you do it, man, but keep going. Oh. Yeah, I'm going 3 laps. How you doing, man? I'm on lap 2.
I'm on lap 2 as well.
Okay. Okay.
I've been working my endurance these days, so that's pretty good for me.
Oh man. Last minute coming up. I'm going for one more lap. Let's do it. $50. Damn it. Oh. Fell off the slab. $30. 25. 20 seconds. Go, go, go. Finish the last lap. Five, four, three, 2, 1. Oh. Okay. Now I'm tired. How you doing? I'm so sweaty. So as you can tell by the state of me now, I wouldn't be doing multiple rounds of everything we just did. I would do that once for a quick workout. You can do it at home, as we've seen. Not much in the way of equipment that you need. Oh, you can change the levels of difficulty so that it's not as sweaty as what me and Andy just did.
Oh man, that was great. Amazing workout. Something also came out today, something really special. What dropped?
Oh, that's right,
what
man.
happened?
Catalyst on Demand. So I'm very excited. Me and the other Catalyst coaches have worked super hard on this. We now have Catalyst on Demand available. So pre-recorded workouts like the ones me and Andy just did that you can follow along at home. We've got loads and loads for you to look at. We've got the daily live sessions. You can catch up on all of those on Catalyst on Demand. We have guest coaches who come in every week and give fantastic talks about their area of speciality. Plus we add new content every single week. So sign up, there's a 7-day free trial. You can sign up right now. The link is down below. Andy, tell them about the link.
Link's down below. Go check it out.
The link's down below, guys. I'll see you on Catalyst on Demand. Bye everyone.
Thanks man, thanks for this. Thanks for the workout.